This is Second Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. Study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. I like to give all praise, honor, and immense glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Racha HaKodash. Double honors to my other apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and citation to the hopefully elect, the Becharium, the house of David, that's been preordained, predestined to get delivered in these last times and to be the ruling governing body of the nation of Yashala. So I got Second Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. All right. And what inspired me to do this lesson was, meditating on how this truth is repetitive and how we must stay in these scriptures, reading the same precepts, the same scriptures over and over again, teaching, and doing the same lessons. All right. Saying all hell's gonna break loose, the MOB or MOTB, the mark, all right, Revelation 13, verse 16, World War III, Yahweh Shai gonna return, the kingdom of heaven. All right. We read these scriptures over and over again, all right, prophecy, okay, because the testimony of Yahweh Shai is a spirit of prophecy, and we're doing these lessons over and over again. All right. We sound like a broken record, as some say, which is true. And we're supposed to be like that. All right. We're supposed to be like that. Okay. We're supposed to go, in on the same subject. All right. The same breakdown over and over again. This is why you got to study. All right. You have to make sure. Hey, calm down. Relax. Shh. Quiet. All right. But this is why we go on the same lessons. All right. Study the same Hebrew words. You have to study to retain it, so it can be inside your mind, inside, memory. All right. You can obtain the information you just learned. All right. And it's stored in your brain as memory. Okay. So this is why you have to go over. You're going to find yourself going over the same chapters, the same books, myself included. I'm gonna go into First Maccabees all over again. I've done it like 3-4 times already. I go back in that whole book, the Second Maccabees, go into some Greek history. All right, go maybe into the book of Esther and Nehemiah. Okay, even though I read them before, but that's the thing, you gotta keep on. All right, reading, keep on learning the same breakdowns, reading the same precepts, so it can be inside of you. All right. Same chapter. This is Second Timothy chapter 2, verse 5. And if a man also strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned except he strive lawfully. Right. So if you're, putting all your mind to something, you're gonna become great at it. So if we put all our mind into this word, into this truth that Yahweh Shemashah has blessed us with, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and the understanding of this word, all right, we put all of our mind, okay, studying, late nights on reading and watching videos. You're gonna have to sacrifice a lot of things, put more time to studying or reading, or the lusts or pleasures sometimes you usually do, you might hold them off just so you can fast for the day or study, or whatever it is. You might feel backed up, it's that time where you got to study and read, go in that Zen mode. All right. And we're supposed to be like that. Okay. This is Baruch chapter 4, verse, let me see, I think it's verse 28. For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. All right. You get into this word, you read, you study. All right. You go over the same breakdowns, secular history, the same Hebrew. All right. The same verses, the same precepts. Okay. Over and over and over again. All right. You're at camp prophesying, and you might go into the same precepts you did last week. All right. But it's being ingrained inside of you. All right. So this word can be inside of us, flowing as rivers of flowing water. Okay. We got to constantly, be at it. All right. Okay. Because if you're not, you're just being idle. All right. We already know when you're idle. All right. Actually, let's get that Ecclesiastes. Let me see. I think I had to highlight it. Yep. Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 18. By much slothfulness, laziness, all right, idleness, the building decayeth, and through idleness of the hands the house droppeth through. So if someone's not maintaining the house and cleaning it, making sure that the foundation is still good after years, all right, of the house, after years of the house being built, if you don't maintain the house, it's gonna decay, it's gonna fall apart, all right. So we can't be idle in this truth, in this truth, all right, Salakia. We can't be idle in this truth. Okay, we have to constantly, you know, put in that plow, all right, work, okay? Because again, by much slothfulness, the building decayeth, all right? And we're all part of the Most High's household, okay? And that's not going to decay, but if you're being a slothful servant, the Lord's going to do away with you, all right? The Lord's going to do away with you. Idleness, that's when Satan really pounces on you. So how do you keep Satan away? By not being idle. You're going to, go into his word, all right? You're going to study. You're going to make time for the Lord to study, man, all right? And then other things, work out, all right? Being focused, okay? Just, having that routine, have a morning routine, have a list on what you're going to accomplish that day. You know what I'm saying? But since, the topic is, the truth is repetitive, you're going to constantly keep going in the word and study, all right? What I wanted to get, oh yeah, Revelation, how the Lord will get rid of you if you're being a slothful servant. This is something we all must, remember, all right? None of us are perfect, man. So I think it's Revelation 2, verse. Slacking, maybe not. Wait, Revelation. Okay, Revelation 3, verse 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. So you don't want to be lukewarm, man. You want to be hot. And it's truth. All right. And whatever according to your measure, but studying, reading the scriptures. All right. I know after this video, I'm gonna go study. All right. That's a spirit. I'm gonna go watch the apostles, look at breakdowns, read, just go in that Zen mode. You just do it. Once you get that engine started, oh man, it's on, especially when the spirit come upon you. Next thing you know, you've been 2 hours or an hour of studying. You're going to feel so good and rejuvenated afterwards. All right. But this truth is repetitive. Okay. You're going to learn, you're going to go over the same scriptures and you want to. The same breakdown. All right. Don't put it off just because you went through it already. Like, oh, I already went through the Genesis, the first chapter breakdown. Nah, go over it again. All right. If you come across it, all right, practice. It says to follow or employ a course of action to put into action or practice. I put that plow to work. All right. You're gonna do the same lessons over again as well. We gotta keep preaching what? The MOB, Revelation 13, verse 16 over and over again. All right. Because we're watchmen. Ezekiel the third chapter, we're watchmen unto the nation of Israel. And we had to warn them and tell them the truth. All right. Tell them this gospel. All right. We have to keep telling them. All right. Keep prophesying. It don't stop until the Lord says it's gonna stop, and that's the famine of the word. All right, but while we got it now, take advantage, man, because there ain't gonna be no more videos and lessons real soon. All right. It says, hold on real quick. Hopefully I got my thing. It's lucky. But it says to put into action or practice, to perform. All right. Then repeat, repetitive, going back to say what one has already said. Say or do again, get back, demand the return of, do or say again, attack again, from re again, uh, pater, all right, or pateri, to go, attack, strive after, ask for, beseech, all right. To repeat means to say what one has already said, and that's what we're doing. We're repetitive. We're gonna keep teaching because it's not hard, it's not complicated. This truth is simple, all right. And a lot of prophecies are being fulfilled, and the main one before the destruction of this place and before Yahushua's return, all right. And then we get delivered, the elect, Lord willing, I'm part of that, and the kingdom of heaven be established. That's why we want this place to be destroyed quickly, get the hell up out of here, man, to get delivered. This place is not our rest, all right. But we got we we're doing lessons saying the same thing over and over again. It doesn't change. Now it might be, you know, another video and you bring up different subjects, or different how can you say it, it's just a different type of video, all right, and you're gonna bring it in a different type of way, all right, but ultimately you're gonna use, from time to time, the same scriptures, all right. But and again, that's practice. You gotta go, you gotta read. Blessed is he that readeth, all right. And then you find new scriptures you never, really pay attention to, or you just came across, all right, and you go over that, okay. But you're being consistent. That's the word, all right. You're being consistent as well, all right. And real quick, you know, I looked this up. It said, how long does it take someone to master something? It says 6 to 10 years to get great at something, depending on how often, how much you do it. Some estimate that it takes 10,000 hours to master something. So, hey, the more work you put in, the better fruit you yield. All right. Practice makes perfect, man. Practice is the key to success. All right. So, hey, this truth is repetitive, and you're gonna practice. You're gonna go in the same things over and over again. You're gonna be repetitive, even with some of your videos, from time to time. Don't let that bring you down, of course. No, that's the whole point. We're preaching His word over and over again, because at the end of the day, this is Yahweh Shemashai's program, not our own. All right. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. All right. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and immense glory unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Rakha Hakwadash. Double honors to my other apostles, a great millstone, and peace and salutation to the whole elect. With that, Shalom.